Welcome to the Terrible Tates Podcast, a podcast where four guys named Holden Altman, Lucas Toller, John Langenfield, and Jacob Stockley give their terrible takes, unbiased opinions, and talk all things sports. We hope you sit back, relax, and enjoy episode 8 of the Terrible Tates Sports Talk Podcast. Revival's Pizza Trivia Question of the Week. Revival Pizza, price first, crust second, is located at 8707 Highway 165 in Stroton, Louisiana. They serve pizza, burgers, wings, and cannot wait to serve you soon. Last week's question is what team blew a 3-1 lead in the NBA Finals in 2016? The correct answer is the Golden State Warriors. And congratulations to Peyton Coleman for being this week's winner of Revival Pizza Trivia Question of the Week. We'll be getting in contact with you soon to give you your reward of a free personal pizza by Revival Pizza. This week's question is what teams are playing in the Rose Bowl for this year's college football playoff semifinal game? There are two correct answers, so you must answer the two answers correct in order to put your name into a drawing. The answer to the question is if you're listening on Spotify, email the Terrible Tates Sports Talk at gmail.com. And if you're watching on YouTube, comment down below in the comment section. You must answer by Thursday, December 21st to enter your name in for a drawing. Welcome to the college football bowl game prediction episode. I'm Holden Altman, and I'm joined by Lucas Toller and John Langenfield. Sadly, Jacob Stockley cannot join us this evening as he had the flu last week, and he's catching back up on final projects. So, Stockley,
Nerd.
You'll ever be missed this episode. So, basically, this bowl prediction is between all four of us, but me and Lucas is being kept up just for fun, while John and Stockley are going head-to-head in the battle of sports encyclopedias. So, as you know, there's 41 bowl games. These include the 2 college football playoffs. And basically, for Stockley and John Adam, whoever gets the most right wins basically this week's battle of sports encyclopedias. So, start off first. I'll go first. Then we have Lucas say his picks. Then Adam, and then Lucas will say Stockley's picks.
Yeah.
So first up,
as we get into this, the point is that the bowl prediction is the season finale for their battle, but we have to predict it before the games happen. So over the next 3 weeks, we're going to play 3 more games, and whoever comes out on top with the advantage, because right now it is 3-3 between John Adam and Stockley. Whoever comes out on top and has more wins will actually get a 3-game advantage. So that takes their max win total from 41 up to 44. So at the end of the bowl season, whoever has the most wins and with their +3 added will win this season of the Sports Encyclopedia battle, and we'll start a new one after bowl season ends.
Yep, there you go. So, first bowl game up we have, as you can see, you have the dates right here to the left, the bowl game in the middle, and then the 2 teams and our picks are in the black. I'll reveal when we get there. So, the first bowl is the Myrtle Beach Bowl, is Georgia Southern versus Ohio. I have Georgia Southern winning.
Yeah, I have Ohio because they have a better plus-minus.
I'm going to go Ohio as well. I actually have some information here. So they are actually the oldest college in the state over Ohio State. They were founded on February 18th of 1804. And whenever they opened, they only had 1 building with 3 students and 1 professor. So give me Ohio.
In my best Stockley voice, give me Ohio.
Next up, we have the New Orleans R&L Carrier New Orleans Bowl played in the Superdome against ULL and Jacksonville State. Sunbelt versus Conference USA action. Give me Jacksonville State. Their run is unstoppable.
Yeah, I've been very impressed with Jacksonville State this year. So give me Jacksonville State, even though one of my old students from Washita, Carmichael Glass, has just now, tonight he announced he's transferring to ULL to be a linebacker, so shout out to him.
I'm going to go with our Louisiana boys. I'm going to go with ULL. I got people from down there, so I'm just gonna pull for them.
Jacob Stockley has Jacksonville State as well.
Next up, we have the Avocados from Mexico Cure Bowl against Miami,
Avocados from Mexico.
Ohio against App State. I have Miami, Ohio.
After watching them play phenomenal defense against Toledo, give me Miami of Ohio, the real Miami.
Yes, the real Miami.
Yeah, I'll take Miami, Ohio as well. I don't really have a reason except for their last game that I picked, and they looked really good.
Yeah, Jacob Stockley's following the train. Miami of Ohio.
Next up, we have the Isleta New Mexico Bowl. I have New Mexico State, basically a home game for them. So, and they're playing solid this year. So, give me New Mexico State.
Yeah, so I'm with you. New Mexico State all the way.
I'm gonna go with the Bulldogs, Fresno State, baby.
Jacob Stockley would have something really smart, witty to say about how New Mexico State, beat Auburn, yada yada. But he picked New Mexico State as well.
Next up, we have Starco Brands LA Bowl. Give me Boise State. I don't really know much about these two teams, but Boise State's always pretty solid. So, give me Boise State.
Yeah, Boise State's quarterback, I think, is in the transfer portal, so he's not even playing. And UCLA's quarterback is in the transfer portal, but I think he didn't even play the last few weeks of the season. So I'll be the lone wolf today. Give me UCLA.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go back to what I said about their last game when I picked Boise State. The fields, man. I go back to the old NCAA football game, playing on the blue field, and I'm gonna stick with them this time as well.
John Adam would say, give me the Broncos. Let's ride.
I like the Broncos too.
Next up, we have the Technologies Independence Bowl. Played out in Shreveport. Give me Texas Tech. Home game for them. Not far travel. So, give me Texas Tech.
Yeah, I know about as much as these two teams as I do my left pinky finger. So give me the Red Raiders.
I'll go with California. I don't have a reason. California.
Man, John Adam is on an island already for like four games in the first six.
Hey, I gotta separate myself somehow.
Stockley, being a Big 12 fan, he also has the Red Raiders.
We had the famous Toastery Bowl. Give me Western Kentucky. Conference USA. Want to see Conference USA seed. Because Conference USA is the best G5 conference. Give you Western Kentucky.
Is this what used to be the famous Idaho Potato Bowl?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's later.
Cool. Okay. Well, give me arguably my favorite mascot in all of college football. Give me Western Kentucky.
The Hilltoppers.
The Hilltoppers.
I'll follow y'all on this one. I'll take Western Kentucky as well. And I don't know if y'all knew this, but since we do this, not for an exact living, but they actually have a very highly ranked broadcasting degree that you can get. Like they're up there in the nation as far as broadcasting goes. And they also have a ranked debate team, like a really highly ranked debate team. And we do a lot of debating and a lot of broadcasting. So give me the Hilltoppers, baby.
Stockley has Western Kentucky.
We have the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl. A newly found bowl that Tech actually won the first ever Frisco Bowl. And I have UTSA. Pretty solid team. Has been a pretty solid team the past few years, so give me UTSA.
Yeah, they've been pretty solid. They gave Tulane a good fight for most of the game before the conference championship weekend. So give me UTSA. I like their coach too. So
I'm going to take Marshall. I've taken them several times this year in some parlays on my betting, and so Marshall has been very good to me. I will go with the Herd, baby.
Run with the Herd.
Yeah. Stockley has UTSA.
The Roadrunners. Next up, we have the roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl. Give me Syracuse.
I just want all of you to know, if you follow us on Instagram at Terrible Take Sports Talk, you will see our graphics for all these picks that we are making, and you will see the hideous logo that Holden decided to use for Syracuse in this pick. And for that very reason, and the fact that South Florida almost beat Alabama, give me South Florida.
That's a good pick. That's exactly the reason I chose USF is because they hung with my boys, and now my boys are in the Final Four, so they have to be good, right? Go with them.
Stockley has picked the atrocious abomination of Syracuse.
Next up, we have the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl versus UCF and Georgia Tech. Give me UCF. I think this game's played in Florida, so I think they'll have a pretty big crowd. They travel really well. So,
Like, how can your mascot be a color? Okay, we'll go on to the next game. Okay, so UCF, I have University of Central Florida winning this game. They had some really impressive wins over the season. They had some bad losses, but it would feel like their highs were really high. So if they play really well, I think they could win this game pretty handily.
Yeah, I completely agree. UCF all the way.
Stockley has Georgia Tech. He'd probably say something about how they had some good upsets this year.
And they almost beat Georgia.
They almost beat Georgia. Yada, yada, yada.
next up, we have the Birmingham Bowl versus Troy and Duke. Give me the Troy Trojans.
Yeah, give me Troy.
Sunbelt
Sunbelt champions. Give me Troy.
Yep, I'll take Troy as well.
Stockley picks Troy as well.
Then we have the Camellia Bowl versus Northern Illinois and Arkansas State. Give me the Sunbelt in this one. Arkansas State for the dub.
I looked at both these teams. Both had the same colors, red and black. I think Northern Illinois had a better plus minus, so I picked Northern Illinois.
Yeah, my way of deciding, I actually let my girlfriend help me with this one, and she said she really liked that Northern Illinois had a Husky as a mascot. So I'm going with Northern Illinois for the Husky.
Stockley has chosen Arkansas State.
The Lockheed Martin's Armed Forces Bowl versus James Madison and Air Force. James Madison squeaking into the postseason due to not enough teams eligible to make the postseason. So congratulations to them. Given JMU, I think Air Force, they had a solid start, but they've fallen off very quickly. So I think James Madison, they're fired up. They believe they should be New York 6 right now. So they're going to.
I don't know if they believe that, but I do think they are fired up and ready to get a big win to prove that they are here for the long haul. So I got James Madison.
Yeah, I'll roll with the dogs again. I'll take James Madison as well.
Stockley also has James Madison.
So here you go, Lucas. Here's the famous Idaho Potato Bowl you were asking about earlier with Georgia
What a name.
State. Georgia State making the long haul over there versus Utah State. Give me Georgia State. I think they made the trip worth it, and they bathed in potatoes afterwards.
Yeah, go Mormons. Utah State, baby.
I'll take Utah State as well.
And Stockley has Georgia State because he would say something about they were going to beat LSU, so I'm going to pick Georgia State.
Next up, we have the 68 Ventures Bowl. No clue what 68 Ventures is, but it's against South Bama and Eastern Michigan. Give me South Bama. They're always about middle pack, high Sun Belt team, so I think they roll.
Yeah, I mean, if you put their initials, it's USA. So if you don't pick them, you're picking against USA, and I can't pick against USA. So go South Alabama.
Yeah, I'll take South Alabama as well.
Stockley approved my message, so he picked South Alabama as well.
Next up, we had the SRS Distribution Las Vegas Bowl between Utah and Northwestern. Northwestern making a late push this season, but give me Utah to win.
Northwestern had the greatest turnaround season out of anyone this year. Right? We talked about Dion. Oh, they went from 1 win to 4. Well, did Northwestern not go from like 1 or 2 wins to go on 7-5? Okay. Yeah. Give their coach some respect. They're going to win this game. Give me Northwestern.
Yeah. I'm going to take Utah. I'll side with Holden. I was kind of flip-flopped on this one, honestly, because of Northwestern season. And probably how much motivation they've got going into this game with how well their coach has been getting their game plans together and stuff. But I think Utah's just going to be a little bit too much. I'll take Utah.
Yeah, Stockley just texted me, actually. He said he loves Mormons, so he picked Utah.
Next up, we have the Easy Post Hawaii Bowl. Coastal Carolina possibly making the longest bowl game trip this year, probably so, against San Jose State. Once again, I think they make the trip worth it, and they get the dub in Hawaii.
That may be the longest trip ever for a bowl game. That may never be broken.
That has to be. That has to be.
But yeah, I love their colors. I love their field. They're pretty consistent throughout the years. So give me Coastal Carolina.
Yeah, I'm picking Coastal Carolina too, only because they won the national championship in college baseball in 2016. So we're hoping that they can win this.
Yeah, Stockley's a loser, so he picked San Jose State.
Next up, the Quick Lane Bowl versus Minnesota and Bowling Green. Give me Minnesota.
Yeah, Golden Gophers, baby. What a mascot. I think their coach has turned that program around to be like we now expect a bowl game every year from this program. So I expect them to come in and win this game pretty good.
Yeah, I agree. Minnesota.
Stockley has picked the Gophers.
Next up, you got the Serve Pro First Responders Bowl. Give me Rice. That's all I gotta say. Give me Rice.
Texas State had one of the best offenses this year, definitely within the Sun Belt Conference. So I remember when they played ULM middle of the season, it was surprising that ULM held them to so low. So based off that, I think they have good offense. Give me Texas State.
I'll go with Rice because I like to eat rice. Give me Rice.
Stockley would say something about Rice giving Texas a good game earlier this year, and he hates Texas. And if they play Texas, he wants to root for that team. So go Rice.
Next up, we have the Guaranteed Rate Bowl. Kansas versus UNLV. Give me Kansas. Give me the Jayhawks.
Give me Kansas.
Jacob, I know you're not here exactly, kind of, but go Kansas, baby. This is for you. Rock Chalk Jayhawk, baby.
I have a feeling Jacob would pick Kansas. No reason why. I just think maybe it's because he goes to Kansas. He would say something about "In Bean we trust." Isn't Bean playing in the game, or is he still hurt?
I thought he was still hurt.
Well, whoever's playing quarterback, it's not Daniels, but Daniels is still on the team, so go Kansas.
Next up, we got the Military Bowl presented by GoBowling.com. Virginia Tech versus Tulane. Roll wave, baby. Roll them waves.
I'm picking Tulane because I love Tulane. I'm from Louisiana. I lived in New Orleans for a while. I think there's a chance they lose this because their coach decided to leave. What a bum! I hate their coach now. Like whoever he left, he sucks. I hope Houston burns in a fire. But go Tulane. Roll wave. You had built Tulane to such magnitude, and you left for Houston. Why? You could have made Tulane something greater. Except you went to a team that sucks butt cheeks. And you're going to never be good because they moved to the Big 12, which is already a conference you can't win in. But you know what? I hope you fail.
Give me Tulane, man.
Wait. Just for talk, we really hope Houston doesn't burn. The city of Houston doesn't burn. We just if Houston does end up burning, don't look to us. Just look past that comment, okay? John, here you go.
Hold us accountable, please.
Who you got, John?
I got Tulane.
Jacob Stockley approves my message. Go Tulane, roll wave.
We got the Dukes Mayo Bowl. The winner gets dunked in a Gatorade bucket of mayo. And give me North Carolina, UNC, the Tar Heels.
I would purposely be sick that game. I hate mayo so much. But I think West Virginia had a good push late in the season. Give me West Virginia.
I love John Denver, but I don't really want to go to West Virginia. I'll take North Carolina. Give me the Tar Heels.
West Virginia. Okay. Stockley is a Big 12 boy, so of course he picked West Virginia.
Next up, we have the Direct TV Holiday Bowl against 15 Louisville versus USC. Give me Louisville. I think USC's out, doesn't have Caleb Williams, so give me Louisville.
Yeah, give me Louisville. I think their defense plays well, and it doesn't matter what 11 USC puts on the field for defense, they're going to suck. So give me Louisville.
100% agree. Caleb Williams is out. Their defense is terrible. Louisville's got a good defense. I think they're able to hold USC to low yardage, considering they're going to start somebody that hasn't played all season. Give me Louisville.
Give me 1 second. Lincoln Riley left Oklahoma, and USC will forever suck because of it. I don't care who you put on that field. I will always hope USC does not play well and they lose every game they could ever lose and they never get another 5-star prospect. Caleb Williams, I hope you fail in the NFL. You left us, you freaking loser. So Jacob Stockley takes Louisville.
Perfect reenactment. So next up, we have the Tax Act Texas Bowl, basically to knock off the Red Rivalry. We have Texas A&M versus 20 Oklahoma State. Give me Oklahoma State.
Yeah, give me Oklahoma State as well. I like that you called this the knockoff Red River because it really is. I just love the running back for Oklahoma State. So I hope he has a big game, get the win for OK State.
After watching Oklahoma State play Texas, obviously they had a good ending of their season for the most part, and they made the Big 12 championship game. I just think this is a good way for Texas A&M to enter next year. As much as I don't necessarily care for the Aggies too much, I do think they've gotten the talent in the past. I know some of them may be leaving or whatever, transferring, whatever, but they had a really good draft class, whatever. I think they're going to be overall better talented than Oklahoma State. The record may not show that, but I'm going to go with Texas A&M.
Jacob Stockley is a Big 12 boy, so of course he picked OK State.
We got the Wasabi Fenway Bowl against number 24 SMU and Boston College. Give me SMU.
Yeah, I think SMU proved to a lot of people they had a very good conversation to get into the New Year's Six Bowl. I expect them to come out firing on all cylinders and trying to beat Boston College by 30.
Yeah, dude. I mean, their offense is really good. They put up a lot of points. They're actually in the top 5 of averaging points per game in all of college football. So I'll take SMU as well.
The bad boy. Oh no, we have Stockley.
Hey, Stockley may not be here, but he is here, he would say, give me SMU.
Next up, we had the Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl against Rutgers and Miami. The fake Miami. So give me the fake Miami to win.
Man, we got the fake Miami and the fake Ruston High School. So give me
Go Bearcats, baby. State champs.
Go. State champs, baby. Go Bearcats. Yeah, give me Miami. We have some local boys that play for Miami, so I'm going to root for them as long as I can. So go Hurricanes.
Yeah. Give me the weather. I'll take Miami.
Stockley picking the Rutgers. Probably going to say something about how they played really good against Ohio State that one game, and their defense is I think their defense is top 20 in college football. Some ridiculous stat about how they haven't lost a bowl game since last time they won one. I don't know. Give them the Rutgers.
Next up, we have the greatest bowl game we have on here, the Pop-Tarts Bowl. It's number 18, North Carolina State, and number 25, Kansas State. Give me Kansas State. Give me the Big 12.
Dude, talk about 2 ranked teams that I know nothing about. I do think Kansas State, I think they have a chance to play well. I think both teams are without their starting quarterback because they're both in the transfer portal, so they're on level playing fields. So give me Kansas State because I like their uniforms.
I know Jacob probably wouldn't like this because he hates Kansas State. But seeing them play Texas the way they did later on in the season, having the really close game that they played Texas in, I'll take Kansas State.
Yeah, I think this is one of two teams. Stockley would never pick to win a football game, even though they're Big 12 boys, because he hates Kansas State. Of course, he goes to Kansas. So he does have the Wolf Pack from North Carolina State winning this game.
The Valero Alamo Bowl against number 14 Arizona and number 12 Oklahoma. Give me Arizona. I chose Arizona to win. I forgot.
You did choose Arizona. Originally on our graphic, you put Stockley picking Arizona,
Yeah, I messed
and
that up.
Stockley is a diehard Oklahoma fan. I think this game's very 50-50. I don't think there's just a huge advantage for either one, but I think Oklahoma's defense will play good enough to get them the win.
Well, I don't think necessarily defense is what comes to mind when I think about OU. I know that they've gotten better since they hired Venables, but because I love him so much, give me OU.
Boomer Sooner. Stockley picks Oklahoma by 50.
Tax Slayer Gator Bowl. This is also one of my favorite bowl games, just due to its name, Tax Slayer Gator Bowl. Against 22 Clemson and Kentucky. Give me Clemson. Probably one of the hotter teams right now. Start off slow, won a lot of games in the season. So
Yeah, they didn't play much of anybody to end the season. That's why they're so hot. But I would take the other hot team at the end of the season who beat a top 12 team or top 10 team their last game of the season, that being Kentucky. And they're red hot. Their coach is staying. He decided not to go to A&M. They're getting some good transfers in. So there's some steam rolling at Kentucky right now. Give me the Wildcats.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Dabo. I think he, even though both teams, I mean, as much as Clemson might have had a little bit of an easier schedule to end the season, they still looked like a better team than when they started. Kentucky, like you said, they've been hot coming into the end of the season like this. I think Dabo's going to get his team ready. I think they're kind of like pissed off in a way just about how their season went, and I think they're gonna beat Kentucky.
Stockley also picked Clemson with y'all.
next up, the second best bowl name, Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. Played in the famous Sun Bowl that UTEP plays at. Against number 19 Oregon State and 16 Notre Dame. Give me Oregon State.
I don't see how you picked Oregon State to win this game. They're going to be on their third string quarterback because their other two transferred. Their coach has left. I don't see them putting up more than 10 because I don't think they have enough players to put 11 on the field to score 10. Give me Notre Dame.
Yeah, give me the Catholics.
Stockley would say something about he likes their uniforms or something, but go Catholics. Stockley has Notre Dame.
Getting to our
I think that was Holden, I think that's your worst pick,
probably
just
so.
to be fair.
Getting into our last set of bowl games, we have the AutoZone Liberty Bowl. Memphis making the shortest trip for a bowl game probably ever because they will be playing at their home stadium. So therefore, give me Memphis.
How does that happen? Like, come on, we got to be better than that.
How does Memphis have the shortest trip and then Coastal Carolina got to travel all the way halfway across the earth?
I don't know, but Iowa State had a good end to their season. They played some good competition. I think they beat Kansas State in that snow game, right?
Yeah, they did.
They did. I mean, a good win there at the end of the year. Give me Iowa State.
I'm gonna go with Memphis. Shout out to St. Jude.
Stockley has Memphis as well winning this game.
Next up, let's go to, before we hit the New York Six Bowls, let's go to the Trans Perfect Music City Bowl. Auburn versus Maryland. Give me Auburn.
Yeah, give me Auburn. They played Bama like so good until like the last play of the game. Right? And so I think I'm making up bull crap. Just give me Auburn.
I'll never pull for Auburn. but Tua's brother does play for Maryland, so I'm going to take Maryland.
I guess the best of both worlds for you. Two his brothers playing against the team that you hate the most in the world. So of
Oh,
course
yeah,
you're going to pick Maryland.
It's not that difficult of a decision for me.
Yeah, Jacob Stockley has Auburn.
Next up, we have the Barstool Sports Arizona Bowl. Toledo versus Wyoming. Give me Toledo.
Give me Toledo, baby.
For Jacob, give me the Rockets. Give me the Rockets, baby.
Jacob Stockley also says, to the moon. Give me the Rockets from Toledo.
Next up, before our last regular bowl game for New Year's Six Bowls, we have the Relay West Bowl versus Wisconsin versus 13 ranked LSU. Give me LSU.
Is Daniels playing?
Yeah, I believe so.
Man, I hate it for LSU. I didn't think they'd get a New Year's Six bowl, but I thought they'd get a better bowl game than this, better competition than a set. Like I think Wisconsin's 7-5.
Yeah.
So I think if Daniels plays, they put up 8 to 9 touchdowns on Wisconsin.
They were originally scheduled Iowa.
I was hoping it was Notre Dame.
Yeah.
But give me LSU.
Yeah, I'll go with LSU. I do think Wisconsin is a good running back, but I'll take LSU.
Stockley really likes quarterbacks with the last name Daniels, so give him LSU as well.
I lied. This is the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl is actually the last bowl game for New Year's Six Bowl. It's number 17 Iowa versus 21 Tennessee. Give me Tennessee.
Take the under. Whoever's bet on this game, take the under. I don't see Iowa putting a touchdown in the end zone, so give me Tennessee.
Yeah, same reason. I'll take Tennessee as well.
I mean, their quarterback's built like a defensive tackle. Stockley has Tennessee as well. That boy thick.
Yeah.
With a K.
3 Ks, bro. So for our first New Year's Six Bowl, we had the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic. I'll be there. I would not say my pick. So Lucas, you can go.
You want to say why you're not saying your pick? Can you say why?
My dad's a referee and he'll be at that game. And so in order to not damage his reputation or anything and get him fired, I will not be picking.
Hey, go Donnie, baby. Donnie Altman. We love some Donnie. Yeah, I think this could be the best non-playoff New Year's Six Bowl. I think it's going to be a really, really fun game. I love the matchup. I think Missouri's going to win this game, though. I do have Missouri. I think they're going to have more of their starters playing. I have a feeling Ohio State will have a good amount of guys sit, or they're already transferring out. So I think Missouri's going to have more starters, more experience playing together. So give me Missouri.
I thought we were talking about Ole Miss and Penn State.
No, it's good. Cotton Bowl.
Are we skipping that one?
No, we
Like
haven't done it.
completely?
No. We haven't
Yeah,
gotten to it.
we're doing the Cotton Bowl right above it. Missouri and Ohio State.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll take Missouri. I think Ohio State not having the starting quarterback is going to hurt them. As long as Missouri can play like they've been playing all season, I think they're going to put up a really good fight and beat Ohio State.
As we get into the New Year's Six, we have agreed that Stockley's either going to go 6-0 or 2-4. So we'll see how it goes because he has some weird picks. He does have Ohio State winning this game. I think he's sending in some of that $25 million to keep Marvin Harrison.
The next New Year's Six Bowl is the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl versus number 11 Ole Miss and number 10 Penn State. I have Ole Miss. Hotty toddy, gosh almighty. Who the heck are you?
Man, I told y'all this, not on the pod. The guy that we stayed with when I went to Houston and watched the Broncos is a booster for Ole Miss, so we had a bunch of Ole Miss stuff. And man, hotty toddy, go Ole Miss. They're gonna win this game.
Oh yeah, old Lane Kiffin, baby. I'm not going to pull against him.
My grandparents are Ole Miss fans.
So here's the second leg of what the heck from Stockley. He has Penn State winning this game. He may be a genius. We don't know, but we will figure it out.
He's got to create separation too. Somebody's got to do it.
Next up, The third New Year's Six Bowl is the Capital One Orange Bowl. Number 6 Georgia versus number 5 Florida State. Two teams who probably feel like they got snuffed in the playoffs. Therefore, give me Georgia. Georgia by mill. Florida State's gonna be.
Yeah, I don't know who's all playing for this game. I don't know if like Jared Verse is sitting out for Florida State or who's sitting out for Georgia, but I will say Georgia is a 2 touchdown favorite right now. And this is for my boy Troy fan, a listener of the show. We are good friends. We go to church together. Florida State did not deserve to make it because they suck. Go Georgia.
Florida State has a great defense, but I don't think they're going to have any offense in this. I mean, we've seen that. We've been seeing that ever since Jordan went down. But I just think Georgia's going to be too much. Even if they had players sitting out, I think Georgia would still be the better team. So I'll take Georgia.
Stockley has Georgia, and I will say Florida State's defense is good enough to keep this game relatively close. But if Georgia's offense catches fire at all, they're gonna run Florida State out of the building.
Yeah.
So the last New Year's Six Bowl that's not a playoff game is the Verbo Fiesta Bowl between the best G5 team out of the best G5 conference. That is the Conference USA that the Bulldogs are in. 23 Liberty versus number 8 Oregon. Oregon by also a million.
You said all that just to not pick Liberty. You're an idiot.
There we
So, yeah, go Oregon. They're going to win by a lot. It's not going to be close. Go Oregon.
Yeah, go Ducks.
In the words of Stockley, quack, quack.
Quack.
Go Ducks.
For our last two bowl games, or actually not bowl games, they're playoff games. We have the first one, the Rose Bowl versus number 4 Bama and number 1 Michigan. Go Big Blue. Give me Michigan.
Man, this is going to be, here's my prediction and take. This will be a top 3 all-time semifinal game. This is going to be a phenomenal football game. But, bro, you can't tell me you're going to give Nick Saban 3 to 4 weeks to plan and he's going to lose. That's just not how it happens. Now, could he lose in the championship game? Yeah, possibly. But you're not going to give Nick Saban 3 to 4 weeks to prepare a game plan, and him's going to come out flat and lose this game. Roll Tide.
I love the pick, Lucas. You can give me those types of takes all day long if you want. Yeah, I actually saw a thing on Instagram today. It was the Final Four teams and their ranking based off of just talent that they have on the team. And Bama's actually number 1. Not like 1, 2, 3, 4, but they put them like actually nationally ranked as far as how many 5 stars or 4 stars or 3 stars. And I know like that doesn't mean everything, but it just means that they have just more talent spread out across the whole field. I think Michigan has been shown that they're a run first team, and I think Alabama's done really well against the run this year. I think our, like you said, Nick Saban having all this time to prepare for a big game. We always tend to play Michigan really well, and so I think in a big game like this, our guys are going to be ready. Not saying Michigan won't, but I just think we're gonna be able to do what we want to do with the football. I think Jalen Milroe is going to be a big part of this. Obviously, he's been the discussion all year. If he plays well, team plays well. If he struggles, the team struggles. I think being able to establish a good run pass off the play action and getting him outside the pocket to be able to make plays with his legs, I think that's going to be huge for Alabama in this game. I think ultimately that's going to be the deciding factor. How much can Jalen Milroe actually avoid pressure and make plays? And I think it's going to be enough. And so I'm going to obviously go with Bama.
Yeah, and I think before I get the Jacobs pick, because I want to let him have a pick, you're telling me it's Nick Saban, who I would trust with 4 weeks of preparation, versus a coach who over the past 2 seasons has had 2 games where he's had 4 weeks of preparation, and they've come out and lost both of them. So yeah, and Alabama proved their run defense in that game against Georgia that they have a great run defense, no matter how good Michigan's run offense is. Stockley with another weird pick because I feel like he's been a Bama homer all season. He's been with you all season, but he has picked Michigan.
Yeah.
Go Big Blue in Stockley.
That hurt my feelings, and I bet it hurt his girlfriend's feelings too.
Is she a Bama fan?
She's a Bama fan,
Okay.
yes.
Without context, I did not know what that was supposed to mean.
Well, you got
Sorry.
it.
The last bowl game before the national championship is the All-State Sugar Bowl, play down in NOLA. Number 3 Texas versus 2 Washington. Will we get a rematch between Bama and Texas? We'll see. But I have the Longhorns. Give me the Longhorns winning. They're on fire right now. They got something to prove because they're back. The Longhorns are back.
Yeah, Texas is back for this season. I think you got to do it for multiple times to be officially back, but they're back right now. I think their defense has enough to slow down Penix. I think that's the big key. I think this because Texas can score on anyone, Washington can score on anyone. It's going to be what defense plays better, and Texas's defense has way more talent to slow down Michael Penix, and so I have Texas winning this, and we will get that Bama-Texas rematch.
Yeah, I mean, that's ultimately what I want for our boy Blake, who was on. I want to be able to see the matchup again when Texas is playing well, which they have been the past couple weeks. There was kind of like a little hesitation as far as they go, like the last 3 weeks of the regular season. And as for Bama playing them, I think they'll be better than what they were in week 2. Obviously, they've had their ups and downs, but I think that'll make for a really good national championship matchup. And like you said, the defense, I think, honestly, I kind of think Penix already played his national championship against Oregon. It kind of felt like they came out something to prove. Obviously, they had to win to make it here, but it kind of felt like all the hype was almost like they were already there. And I think that coming into this game, they're going to not have a blown up thought of themselves, but I think Texas is going to humble them. And so I'm going to go with Texas.
And another weird prediction, not really. I feel like Stockley's been a big Washington guy, but it's mostly because, let's be real, he hates Texas.
Yeah.
He hates the piss out of Texas. So I think Stockley would have Washington by 1,000 this week. What he said to us, go Huskies.
Well, there you have it, folks. There are our 41 college football bowl game predictions. We'll update it throughout the week. Let you know how the standings are going. See who's in first each week.
Holden, as of now, we'll get there when it gets there. But who do you have winning the Natty?
Based off our prediction, it'll be off Michigan and Texas in the Natty, and I think I would have to go with Texas.
Ooh, so off mine it'd be Bama and Texas, and I think Bama wins it this year.
I would say the same. I think if Bama and Texas both made it to the national championship, I think even though Texas had our number in week 2, I think there'd be a lot to prove considering we had lost the first one. And so I think that's going to put a lot of chips on our shoulders. And I think we would ultimately be victorious.
Yeah. Based off Stockley's, he would have Michigan and Washington. I have a feeling he'd go for Washington over Michigan, so I'll answer that for him. Washington.
Yeah, I was thinking he would choose Washington as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, there you go. 41 bowl picks. We'll let you know throughout the week. Probably I'll update it every Friday afternoon of our standings. And who do you, if you're watching on YouTube, put down your college football picks for bowl games and who you got winning national championship. And see if you did better than us. Be truthful. Comment before the first bowl game on Saturday.
Probably will.
And that is it for this episode. Thank you for joining in the Terrible Takes podcast. We hope you enjoy, and we hope you follow and subscribe and like for more content coming soon. Thank you.